Good morning, students. Welcome back to your SS class. Student, today we will start our economics, and today we will discuss the first chapter of economics, that is development, and you can say development. Student, if you think about the ninth standard, you have studied about economics also. Then you have discussed some basic concept about economics. We have seen just only basic concept related to economics. What do you think about economics, and we have seen different kind of activities which we use for the earning of our livelihood. We have discussed all these things only in ninth standard. Now in the 10th standard we will focus about development, everything about the development, and you can say development. In development we will see what is development and what are the other aspects related to development, and you can say what are the factors which affect our development. We will discuss all these things. So first of all, we will discuss the topics which we will cover in this chapter. First of all, you have the introduction of the chapter. Then we will come to know about the basic concept of development. It is not a development, it is a very comprehensive concept, you can say. It is not a simple definition and simple word. It is a comprehensive term, you can say, and we will discuss this comprehensive thing. Then we will discuss about that every person, and you can say every individual, have different idea, and you can say have different goals related to development. So we will see what are the different goals and different attitudes regarding the development of different people. Then we will discuss about income and other goal also, because the first basic concept, and you can say first basic thing, whatever is coming in our mind, that is income is our first and you can say primary goal, and it is related to, you can say, development. But there are many other goals also which are also related to development. So we will discuss about this development. Then we will come to about national development, because we are living in a country and we must think about the national development also. Then we will compare different countries and you can say different states and try to find out which country is considered the developed country and why it is considered the developed and why it is not a developed country. We will discuss this thing. Here we discuss income and other criteria to compare all these things. Then we will discuss about the public facilities, means what are public facilities and why government provide all these facilities. So we will discuss about this thing. When we discuss all these things, then we come to our broad concept, that is human development. We will discuss human development because our ultimate aim, it is human development, not the development of any individual person. So then we will reach at the broad, you can say, concept, that is human development. We will discuss about human development. And in the chapter, or you can say in the end of the chapter, we will discuss the sustainability of development. What do you think about sustainable development? What is this concept? How it is achieved? We will discuss all these things here. Right, friends? Now let's start the chapter, that is development. Now, my dear student, I want to ask one thing. That whenever you listen the word development, what idea comes in your mind? Whenever we think about development, I think so there is a one single idea, that it means progress. Otherwise, we will think about that I want to get a better income. Sometimes I want that as a student, you want that we must have good marks in 10th standard. And sometimes you believe that after doing this thing, I will achieve the goal, whatever you have decided. Like somebody want, some student want to be IAS officer, some want to be excise department, and there are many other things. There are many, you can say, student who want to join army also. They want to qualify the NTA test. So they have different ideas related to it. So here one thing come to our mind, that development, it is an idea, you can see. It is an idea of progress, you can say. Right? Development means it is an idea of progress. Whenever we see and whenever we hear this word development, we have just only one single idea that it means progress. Now it depends upon the person to person. It depends upon the person to person, place to place, and time to time, whatever type of development we require. It depends upon the all these factors. So student, we can say that we have some aspirations, and you can say we have some desire and hopes about what we would like to do and how we would like to live. Hence, this is the basic idea of development, you can say. Means we have some aspiration, we have some desire, we have some hopes that we have to achieve that particular goal, and how do we live in the you can say in our future time. We'll discuss all these things, and we think about just only this is our development. Now, in this chapter, we shall make a beginning for understanding development, because development, it does not mean just only progress and just only getting good income. This is not a development. It is a comprehensive and you can say a broad concept. So first of all, we will discuss development. What do you think about development? And after then, we will see one thing, that only a democratic politics, and you can say only the democratic political process, we can get the possibilities, we can get the situations through which whatever we have decided we can achieve. It is just only through the democratic political process that these hopes and aspirations and you can say possibilities can be achieved in our real life. We will discuss all these things. So my dear student, I have told you that whenever development word comes in our mind, we will think about many things, because every individual have different ideals, have different you can say goal, and for these goals he or she, they are preparing, they do work hard. Okay, maybe there are some people who has common goals, but maybe there are many people who don't have common goal, right friends? So my dear students, the first topic which we will cover in this chapter, that is what development promise, and different people have different goals. We'll discuss it. We have seen development, it means just the idea of progress. We have discussed this thing. It is not a simple idea. You can say we just only, first of all, we will make a basic thing that development, it is just only a progress. But listen student, it is a broad concept. We will discuss this broad concept in through all chapter. You can say whenever we discuss whole chapter, then we come to know that development, it does not mean just only single progress. It means that rather than other things also. We have just only good income, it does not mean we are progressed, we are developed. There are many attributes, there are many factors which determines our development. So it is not a simple idea. So first of all, we will just only focus only one thing, that development, it means progress. Now student, we will move our next topic, that is what development promises. It means different people have different goals. First of all, we will discuss this thing. Now student, one question arises here for us, that do all person have the same notion of development or progress? Means क्या हर एक व्यक्ति का development से मतलब एक ही होता है? If you want to get the answer of this question, I think the answer will be wrong, will be no. Because whenever you think about yourself, you have some development goal. You want to do something in future, but there are many other person, and you can say if you ask this question to your elder brother, elder sister, or your younger brother and younger sister, and if you will ask this thing to your neighbor also, they have another thing, they have another thought about it. So if you think about that, all person have the same notion of development and you can say progress, the answer is totally, you can say no, because we have different development goals. So first of all, we will see some basic things, some basic categories. What are their development goals? Then we will come to know about that development, it's not a progress thing. It is not a single idea. It is not a single notion. It is not a single, you can say desire. Every person has different desires. So we will discuss this question in this chapter. Now student, first of all, we will see the category 1. And the category 1 is landless rural laborer. मीन सबसे पहले हम पहली कैटेगरी को डिस्कस करते हैं, एंड दिस कैटेगरी इज लैंडलेस रूरल लेबरर। इट मींस द पर्सन इज लिविंग इन रूरल एरिया एंड दैट पर्सन डज नॉट हैव एनी लैंड and he is working as a laborer and he is earning by doing this labor. So according to this person, he requires more days of work and better wages. Simple. Means that landless labor, because in the rural area there is just only one activity, mostly one activity is done, that is agriculture, and maximum people they are engaged in agriculture directly and indirectly, and they earn their livelihood. There are some farmers, means some small farmers, some big farmers, they have some land, but there are many people who do not, you can say, land there, and they have to work for the livelihood as a you can say laborer, and as a laborer they require more days, more work, and they require better wages. Second development goal for them, that local school, it means government school, it is able to provide better education for their children. This is the development goal of a landless rural laborer. This is the first category. I think so this concept is clear to all of you. Now come to the second category. Now we are right now in the rural area, but here is a large farmer, here is a prosperous farmer. Now we'll discuss this person. If we think about this farmer, means this farmer having his own land. Now let's discuss this person. He wants, and you can say he ensured high family income through the higher spot price for their crops and cheap labor. Now listen carefully what it has written, what is written here. First of all, he wants what he wants. He wants that his family get high income through the higher spot price of their crop. It means whatever crop he is grown, the MSP, it means minimum spot price, must be higher so that he can get good income for his family. Second thing, he wants cheap labor. Means वो यहाँ पर क्या कहता है कि मुझे cheap labor मिल जाए. Means उसकी यहाँ पर ये दो बातें हैं. Next thing, they should be able to settle their children abroad. They should be able to settle their children abroad. Means वो चाहता है, he wants that the children must be in abroad for the higher study and for getting good job and for getting better income. So he wants to settle the children abroad. Now compared to these categories, they both are living in a rural area, they both are working in, you can say, a village, but there is one person who is having his own land and he wants more income. Second thing, cheap labor, and he wants to settle their children, you can say his children, in abroad. But on the other hand, at the same time, if we think about the landless rural laborer, they require just only more days, more work, and better income. Second thing, local school, it means government schools, is able to provide good education for their children. This person require this thing. So these are two categories. Now let's think about another categories also. Now category 3. Now it is related to you, some person, like a girl from rich urban family. What is a development goal for her? If we think about that girl, she wants as much as freedom as her brother achieve. First of all, she wants freedom. How much? As her brother get. She wants this thing. Second thing, she is able to decide what she wants to do in her life. Second thing, whatever she wants to be in her life, like she wants to be an IPS officer, she wants to be a doctor, she wants to be a you can say judge. So it is she must be able to decide this thing. Okay, this is her development goal. Now see this thing. Now to read all these categories, we have one question in our mind, that different person have different development goals, but sometimes the development of different people, and you can say different groups, may be conflict. See the category 1 and 2. Category 1 required more wages, but category 2 means the large farmer, he requires cheap labor. Think about this situation. This situation conflict with each other. This situation create a contrast between each other. Right, students? We have studied here three categories. In three categories, they have different notion and they have different ideas related to development. But in the first and second category, we have seen that there is a confliction. There is a conflict between the development goal. Let's think another thing also. Now, think one thing. To get more electricity, industrialists may want more dams. Since I have established one industry, so I required more electricity because we have power driver machines. If they are working, then we can get result, then we can get good income. So for getting more electricity as an industrialist, I want more and more dam so that more and more electricity can be generated and I will get more and more income. Right, friends? But think about the tribal people, those who are living in those areas. Whenever we made a dam, whenever we make a dam, we have to, you can say, displace many communities from there. Now think about those tribal people. They have to leave their particular land. They have to the source of their. They have to leave the source of their livelihood there, and they have to displace to another area, and they have to start their business and their other things again. Think about it. It means this demand of getting more electricity, dams must be there. This demands conflict, industrialists and the tribal people. So for seeing all these things, two things quite clear for us. First one is different person can have different development goal. This is the first thing. But the second thing that is most important, what may be development for one may not be the development for other. And sometimes it may be even destructive and you can say conflicting for each other. These two things quite clear for us, before us. Right, students? Clear? Now, student, we have one question here, that what may be development for one may not be the development for other. It may be even conflict with each other. Explain the statement. Then you have to give the example of these categories. Like we have given the first category and second category example, and there is a conflicting goal there. And we can take another topic. This is industrialist. They want more dam for getting more electricity. Now think about the tribal people. And you can give another example also. First one, the industrial workers, they want more wages. But as an industrialist, as a businessman, I want cheap labor. Now, this is the thing which is conflict with each other. Right, students? So, this is the answer of this question. Now, there is a next topic, that is income and other goal. We will discuss this topic in the next video lecture. So, I think today, whatever I have taught you, everything is clear to you. So, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.